This is problem number 4 for assessment number 9. In this problem it says an investment of $67,000 was made by a business club. The investment was split into 3 parts and lasted for 1 year. The first part of the investment earned 8% interest, the second 6%, and the third 9%. The total interest from the investments was $5,190. The interest from the first investment was 3 times the interest from the second. Find the amounts of the 3 parts of the investment. So first of all, we're going to say that X is the first, Y is the second, and Z is the third. And we'll call it investment. So if we have one equation, we're going to get X plus Y plus Z equals 67,000. That's probably the easiest equation to come up with, right? You add up your investments, that's your total investment. The next equation that we're going to use is the interest equation. And we get 0.08% for the first one, plus 0.06Y for the second, plus 0.09Z for the third. And that interest was $5,190 for the year. The last one, it says the interest from the first investment was 3 times the interest from the second investment. Remember, they're saying interest. So it's not the investment, it's the interest. So the investment from the first investment was 3 times the interest from the second. So if I do the interest from the first investment, that's going to equal 3 times the interest of the second investment, or of the, yes, interest from the second. So that's 0.06y. Which means my equation is 0.08x equals 0.18y. So now we can go through and do some, it looks like we can use elimination, substitution. Really either one would work here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one over so it says that it's 0.08x minus 0.18y equals 0. So this equation is set up like that. And I'm going to take these 2 equations, I'm going to cancel the z terms so that I have just x and y. So I'm going to say x plus x plus y plus z equals 67,000. And underneath it, I'm going to put 0.08x plus 0.06y plus 0.09z equals 5,190. And I'm going to cancel z. To cancel z, I need to multiply the top equation by negative 0.09. Negative 0.09x minus 0.09y minus 0.09z equals, what's 9% of 67,000? Negative 6,030. When we add those together, we get negative 0.01x minus 0.03y equals negative 840. Okay, now we can combine this one with this one and cancel, let's see which one we want to do here. We'll write them on top of each other and then make a decision. So we get negative 0.01x minus 0.03y equals negative 840. I think it's pretty clear the easiest one would be to cancel x, so let's cancel x. We'll just multiply this by 8. Then we get negative 0.08x minus 0.24y equals 840 times 8. That's negative 6,720. So we can kind of cross this out. When we add those together, this cancels. This will give you negative 0.42 equals negative 6,720. Let's divide by negative 0.42, and we get y equals 16,000. Now we need to find x, so let's go ahead and take the 16,000, plug it back into this equation here. So we get 0.08x minus 0.18 times 16,000 equals 0. And when we multiply this out, we take this times 0.18. So we have 0.08x minus 2,880 equals 0. Add it over. 0.08x equals 2,880. And divide by 0.08. 36,000 for this investment. Now if we take those two and we add them up, we can use this equation here. So we end up with 36,000 plus 16,000 plus z equals 67,000. When we add those up, this will give you 52,000, subtract it over, and we end up with, so this is 52,000 plus z equals 67,000, subtract it over, and z is going to be 15,000. So our coordinate is going to be 36,000 for the first investment, 16 for the second, and 15 for the third.